Hi and welcome to your pick a card reading. The topic is how do I make money? Now I'm in Vegas right now. I was really inspired to do this video because there's a lot of money here and thoughts about money. So I took an Uber, I got some cards, I shuffled them, and I also shuffled the sacred names of God from Kabbalah for those of you that know Kabbalah. I shuffled names for each pile. So if you know them, great. If you don't, please choose with your intuition. I had them printed small. I had it in my bag, so I will make it larger on the screen later so you can see it. Pile number 1 has the name Daled Mem Bet. If you don't know what it means, it's okay. Just you can choose by how it looks, or you can choose intuitively which pile you're drawn to. Pile number 2, Reish Yud Yud. Pile number 3, Lamed Aleph Vav. Pile number 4, Reish Hey Ein, and pile number 5, Mem Chet Yud. Now I wanted to make this reading a little more fun. I did a short clip for each pile with things that I filmed, and I hope it will spark your imagination. In general, I believe that these pick a card readings are just helping us with our creative process, a little bit of motivation, and I love pick a card readings. I hope you do too. I'm again telling you 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Please scroll down to the description box, click on the timestamp, and jump straight to your reading. All right, you that chose group number 1, who chose the sacred name Daled Mem Bet, you are a very special person, I can tell you right away. We're starting with the Chariot. I hope you can see how beautiful these cards are. Then we have the 10 of Cups and the Lovers. First of all, I want to say that you are the most spiritual of all groups, and your connection to spirituality and maybe the arts is your key to make the most money you can make in life. And the sacred name of God that you chose talks about fearing God and being in awe of God. When you understand the mystical and spiritual rules of the universe, you start making money. And with you, it has a little bit of connotation for the spiritual or almost religious side. So when you decide in life, maybe this is a future thing for you, maybe you're not there right now, but when you decide to purify yourself and your sight, so the Chariot talks about having a clear vision and really focusing, having a clear focus on getting there. So it's about you kind of blocking things that will distract you from your goal. And look at this, in this card specifically, we see the Chariot with the eagle behind him. So part of you making money is also helping others seeing a greater perspective of their life, a greater perspective of something. You are the one that lift people up to see things from a higher dimension, because you're really connected to the spiritual realm. You think of things differently, you experience life a little differently, and the more you study, the more you connect to God, the more you can inspire others to do the same. So the eagle also is connected to Scorpio. Basically the signs that I see here are Scorpio, Cancer, the 10 of Cups is Pisces, and Lovers is Gemini. But you can be any astrological sign, and really doesn't matter. What matters is the essence of this sign in association to how you make money. So let's say you can be Capricorn or Sagittarius, but the way you make money is more connected to the healing arts, to somebody that it can be a good advisor. Maybe you invent something that can heal people, maybe through medicine or through your artistic expression, through your teaching, through your writing. It also is associated with Gemini stuff. So anything to do with the media, maybe you're a filmmaker, like I said, a writer, somebody in marketing, but everything you do has to help others in some way. If it doesn't help others, you're not making money out of it. So that's really, really important, to always inspire others. Obviously, like, that's part of the laws of the universe, but the more you develop yourself, the more you are of value to other people. And there is an aspect of you feeling good. So when you get to this point in life that you put your satisfaction and your just feeling good in your body in the highest place, that's where things are going to come to you. So I feel that maybe you had an aspect of yourself in the past of maybe feeling not worthy of something, but when you put yourself first and when you work on purification and clear sight, so your distraction sometimes may be looking at what other people are doing or trying to copy others, and your greatest aspect is to be original, is to invent something new, is to connect and channel something and let it move through you without looking too much to the side. And there's another key to you making money, is that you have to have an armor around you. I think that because you're a very soft person, like you're very loving and caring and understanding, people are really attracted to your energy because you help to heal them, but you need to know how to protect yourself. And there are practices in shamanism too, of like literally how to arm your body so you're not affected by the dark forces. So I really recommend you to get into purifying your body, your house, doing daily exercise routines, of also like purifying your mind. All of this helps you make more money because it helps you connect to a higher realm. And you know, everybody talks about that money is a reflection of your life energy, of your life force, and I feel that once you hit the nail on the head, it will come. So the chariot also is associated with Cancer, and it's about nourishing something from being small to being big. So you have to have a really strong belief that you can make it, that you can grow something from nothing. And I think that that's an aspect of you that you should never give up. Okay, don't think that other people are making it more than you. You focus on whatever you feel good. And I think that something about your partnership, so when you have a good partnership in your life, when you're coupled with the right person, that helps you make money because it stabilizes something in you. And again, we see here the woman with the snake next to her, so this talks about temptation again. You'll have temptations around sex and sexuality in your life, and it's about you to keep yourself focused on things that you really want to move towards. Maybe you are a very sexual person. Maybe you do believe that sex heals, but it's more about you coming to an understanding of what sex is. It's your creative force. It's your desire to want to connect to the world. And I feel that when you want to connect to the world through other channels, the world will support you and shower you with love. So again, I want to just remind you that this exact sacred name of God is about fearing God and respecting God. Now I'm going to put the little clip that I think can spark your imagination a little bit in regards to make money. I hope you find this useful. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Good luck with everything. All right, group number 2, the ones of you that chose the sacred name Resh Yud Yud. Here's what I have for you. We're starting with Temperance. I hope you see how beautiful these cards are. Then we have the Devil and the Tower. All right, so what I feel for you is, first of all, you're a very, very charismatic and attractive person. You're a people's person. And maybe like this might be something that will happen to you in the future. If it didn't happen yet, you might be stable in your job right now. But I do see at a point in your life, you're going to do a big career change that is divinely orchestrated. So Temperance is about pouring your talents from one occupation to the other. You see the cups here of water coming from one to the other. So it's about you taking all your talent and experience from what you did in the past and kind of forming it differently and pouring it into something else. And what is that something else, and what is the big money for you? So I do see you working with a lot of people. You're the type of person that, let's say if you are a teacher, you might own a school with a lot of people moving to, in that school, or if you're a coach, I do see you maybe being a teacher or a coach or working with a lot of people. So if you are a coach, you're a quick coach. You like to coach people quickly, like 1, 2, 3 sessions, boom, like you fix them, you heal them, they're out of it, and maybe they'll come back to you. But you kind of like that excitement of dealing with a lot of people. I feel that you're very good with your talk. You're a great salesperson. You're very likable. You're an on-stage character, so you might be also associated with media or TV, or you just people like to listen to you. There's something very pleasant about your voice. You are holding a very positive energy all the time. But I feel that when you make the big bucks, it's about serving a lot of people. And I do see you have a connection to the food industry. Maybe you had a dream of opening a restaurant or a food truck or something around food and dining. Maybe you just enjoy cooking very much. It's a place where you can express yourself and be fun. Maybe you love dining out or dining with other people. Maybe that's like your favorite thing to do. But let's say if you are in the food industry, again, it's about like being connected and maybe supplying foods to places or supplying alcohol to places, just doing trade with huge companies. So maybe you are also a recruiter or recruiting people, doing something with dealing with, kind of putting the masses in the places that they have to be. And that can really give you a lot of abundance. There's a very good abundant energy about this pile, the ones of you that chose this pile. And I feel that when you open yourself up to that and really put yourself on stage and really put your mind in how do I bridge my talents to help the world in some way and bridge my love and to help others, you can make really nice money and have a great time while doing that, because I feel that when you're connected to others, you feel alive. But I must tell you that your biggest lesson or something to deal with is how to deal with your anger and how to deal with your sometimes temptations or addictions. So you do have a place in you that is a little self-destructive. I mean, we all do, but it's something that you might have experienced in the past as something that blocked your money or thinking about money because maybe you were drinking too much or partying too much. And when you were there, your mind wasn't thinking about big things. You weren't thinking about how do I build my next company, right? When we pollute our body, then our mind doesn't think clearly. And I think that that's one of your lessons of how to stay away from behaviors that just don't serve you anymore. I'm not saying that you shouldn't party. You should do whatever you want, but we are talking now, we're focusing about money, and you can have drinks with your clients, you can do whatever you want. But when I'm talking about the devil, it's about not letting the devil enter your mind and take you to places that you don't really want to go and spend too much money on things that are irrelevant and that pollute your body. So you have to keep yourself clean and pure and do physical activity, of course, and just utilize all your passion, because you're a very passionate person, to something good. Channel it to your business. The Tower also talks about the change in life. We have the seasons of fall, winter, spring, and summer, and it's about accepting parts of your life. You might have parts that are a little lower and then you go up, and that's part of your creation, and that's part of also how you make the money. But it's about like knowing that if you are in a low point or if you're in like a storm, take that storm and really feel it and utilize it to something productive. So I feel that when you kind of hit the nail on the head of understanding how to do that, that can really help you rise up. And it's something about you working with your energy and your stomach, that the solar plexus is a very important chakra for you. Reishu Dude, the sacred name of God, talks about getting rid of hatred. So it's about you kind of letting go of something. Maybe you had a hard breakup and you were holding on to something that was bringing you down. You have to know how to let things go and come to completion. And when you do that, you have a greater connection to the force, to that stream of abundance, because when we forgive, we let things go. And I feel that that's important for you. So the astrological signs that I see here are Sagittarius, Capricorn. You might be something else. You might be a Gemini, you might be a Pisces, but Sagittarius and Capricorn are something that is associated to your career, because you are dealing with people and you are holding, like you're building something and rising to the top. So I think that you do like to be the leader or the main operator in a system, and people are attracted to you because you know what you're doing and you have a lot of authority to you. So I hope you like this reading, and I'm gonna put a little clip that might inspire you to think about money and ideas for money. And I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. All right, group number 3, the ones of you that chose the sacred name Lamed Aleph Vav, here's what I have for you. We're starting with the 8 of Swords. I hope you like these cards as much as I do. I think the art is amazing. Then we have the 6 of Rods and the Wheel of Fortune. So what I feel for you is that, first of all, you have an aspect of yourself that is very drawn to find inner balance and calmness, and that really helps you with making money. So there are a few things that I see here. I feel that you might be associated with doing stuff either with kids or with guiding others. You might do something that is connected to medicine or water or purification through water, like that you invented something that is associated with purification. Maybe you're like a scientist, and maybe you're also an artist or a creator or a teacher. So you are somebody to guide other people and show them a new experience. So you can do it through your work. Like, let's say if you are working with children, you would take them on tours, you would read books with them, you would maybe write books for them, or like Walt Disney gave them an opportunity to see something else, to spark their imagination. Or if you're working with adults, you might be a tour guide or have a touring company, or maybe you're making films to take people to magical places. Whatever you're doing, you want to give somebody an experience of the world. You want to show people like the magic and mysteries of the world, and you have that Leo quality in you, so you might be a very generous person. You might be connected to nature too. Nature might be a place of you to balance yourself up. And I feel that in a way you didn't have a real problem with money in your life, and so far you haven't, because you're very hardworking. You're a perfectionist in what you do. Whatever you do, it needs to be amazing. Like, you work extra hard, more than anyone, and you put like your soul into it. You're very, very, very professional. People are attracted to your product, your services, because you're offering something very good, and it's something that you have done throughout the years. And if you are thinking about like doing a different project for yourself, I do recommend you to look into doing something with kids, or just approaching a part of adults that is childlike. So, you know, sometimes the greatest enemy of every invention is that we think we need to do something that is proper, right? But when you tune to that place that you just want to do it because it's cool, because it's fun, because it's just sparks in you that fire, then that's the place that will spark others too. Now, your greatest lesson is also to realize that the work you're doing here on earth is just one part of your life. You know, life continues after we die, and it's about doing also good deeds. And the more good seeds we plant here on earth while we are alive, that helps us in our future development. So I feel that it's something for you to always remember. Yes, work is important, but it's also important to work on your spirituality and the good deeds that you're doing. Lamed Aleph Vav talks about purifying negative energy. So it's about you finding a method of how to release things that you hold inside you. It might be through writing, it might be through talking, it might be through meditating, it might be through studying spiritual material. You know, the more we are coming closer to spirituality or spiritual people, we clean our aura. I think that also people see you as a guide. You see here on the Wheel of Fortune, this is not the classical tarot, but you can see here a man on top of the wheels. You are a sort of person that people look at you and want to hear what you say because they see stability in you, and they might not always know what happens inside of you, and you might have a little more volcano inside you that they don't see on the surface, but people want to hear your wisdom. The last few things that I want to tell you, group number 3, is that part of your job might involve working from home. And like I said, this could also be associated to medicine or healing or maybe plants. Something, you see him and his horse are wearing green and they are shielded. So it's also about you protecting your work and protecting your horse in a way. So don't be too open to influences and be always confident in what you do. I do see again a strong Leo influence here. So it's about courage, be courageous in what you do. Maybe work with the color yellow or gold or a symbol of a Leo, a lion. I also made a little clip for you right now to spark your imagination. Maybe help you a little more with brainstorming. And sometimes I can speak even better through images. So I really hope you like it. Reading and you found this inspiring and helpful. I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye. All right, group number 4, the ones of you that chose the sacred name Reish Hey Ein. First of all, I want to say that I love you. I love the vibe of this group. It's fantastic. There's a lot of love here. You are, right now I can tell you, a very, very talented person. So we're starting with the Ace of Rods. I hope you like this artwork on the cards. I think it's fantastic. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, also extremely beautiful, and the 10 of Pentacles. So group number 4, you don't really have to worry about money. You have it going for you. And what I do see though, that one of your life lessons is working from duality to unity. And that's something that will actually be connected to your money in some way. You have an ability to channel things, to work with things that are in the subtle plane, in the realm that we can't see or touch, and you kind of download it to the universe. It's because that you're such a genius, it's really hard for me to say what exactly or in which field you will be the best, but I can point you to a few things that I do see here. First of all, there is an aspect of you that is working with the body. So you might be an athlete, you might work with the body like a yoga teacher, you might be associated with health, anything to do with health, medicine, massage, being a doctor. Maybe it's just important for you to be physically healthy and work on your diet. The other aspect of you is through your voice. So we see here in the Page of Pentacles, the throat chakra. So activating your throat chakra is very important. So that's something you need to work on expressing yourself and channeling the information that you get. So you see he materializes the pentacle from thin air. It's kind of like you have to work on your faith that you can do it. So I feel like that Elon Musk, the guy from Tesla, he would be part of this group because he kind of sees the future and trusts that vision that he has and materializes it. And even if it has not been done before, he has a belief that he can do it and he wants to do it. And he built a school for his kids and he educates them in different ways. So you might want to just like do things that are totally out of the box. You are connected in some way to the nighttime. Maybe you get ideas at night. Maybe there is something about your nightly walks, or maybe you're working at night. Something about that imagination or curiosity is extremely important for how you make money. And trust your intuition and trust the guidance that you're getting, because you are going towards the 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, it's a lot about working on this duality and then coming to unity. So maybe in the past you were a warrior, or you're still in the military, or a soldier. Like there is an aspect of you that's very like fiery, like let's do it. Like you're the leader, you have a lot of energy in your body, you're so passionate on what you're doing, you have a lot of like self-determination, that you had to work on that a little bit, because we're not here to fight each other, right? We're here to accept all aspects of God's creation, all aspects of us as a human. When we are fighting each other, it means that there is not peace inside of each of us as individual. Yes, it's good to have a variety, but it's not the right way to go to war. And also in your business, never think that you are competing with someone and wanting like to destroy them, okay? So it's about accepting. And even if you're in the same field as somebody else, just think of like the fact that you're offering a different vibration. What's the innovation in what you are offering? So always offer something that is a little different. I think that you're really good with working with your hands, the craftsmanship, something maybe with nature or wood or plants. That doesn't mean that you make your money from that. It just means that you're just good in it and maybe you can get ideas through it. But I do see you have an ability to make a lot of money. The name Reish Hei Ein is a sacred name of God. It talks about the raw diamond. So you're like a diamond that needs to be polished. You are precious. You have a lot of value to you, but it's about believing that you can get to that point, like polishing and polishing and polishing. I recommend you to encourage yourself to work even more with your imagination, like have writing sessions or brainstorming sessions and just try new things. Always be in the flow of that, because there is something in you that is fantastic and amazing, and I feel that you have a lot of love to give. So you might be very poetic. Maybe poetry is part of your expression and part of how you make money, or writing, or making art in some way. Something about that channeling and this mysterious and beautiful aspect of you, that is the place that you need to tune into. I do see you having also a successful marriage or partnership that you can enjoy the money you make with. So the 10 of Pentacles is having a long-lasting and long-term success and enjoying your money with your family over time. Both the Page of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles is Virgo energy, and Virgo understands the work that needs to be put in anything. So it's about every day showing up and every day doing the work, and that's how you polish the diamond. So I'm gonna put a little clip that I made for you. I hope you like it. I hope it inspires you and gives you more ideas to how to make money. Hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. All right, group number 5, the ones of you that chose the sacred name Mem Chet Yud, here's what I have for you. We're starting with the 5 of Pentacles, then we have the 4 of Pentacles, and finally the 3 of Pentacles. So you have a very good connection with money, let me tell you that. And there is a very strong flavor to you. So I'm gonna say a few things that I hope will resonate, and I mean, I feel that when you do this, when you operate rightly, then you're gonna get your abundance in life. And maybe you already have a lot of money and a lot of abundance, but maybe this reading will just help you have it more clearly. Your money is very much connected to Saturn and Capricorn, and that means doing things right. So you are very, very good in what you do. Like, you have this detailed aspect of you. Maybe you're working with something with administration, architecture, finance, banking. It could be also medicine, something that has a lot of, you need to be a very, very professional person in what you do. And you always want to be like the head of an organization, and you believe in hard work and getting to the top. So whatever you do, like we see here in the Three of Pentacles, you see he's working on his craft. He's working on what he's doing. And the Three of Pentacles is also talking about working with others. So you might be very good in working in a team. Even if you are not doing something with your hands and craft, it could be something in the media, or being an engineer and working with a team to do something great. Or even if you're part of a religious group, I do see here a lot of religion going on. So you might be working in a religious organization or with other people that is part of a group, like that you're recruiting something with a group. Maybe you're doing ministry, you are teaching something religious. I feel that whatever you're doing, you're operating with other people, and that's a great aspect of what you do. If you're not there yet, the greatest tip about you making money is actually connecting to spirituality, because the Five of Pentacles is a very, let's say, famous card in tarot. The secret in this card is that they're out in the cold, but they're out in the cold near a church. And if they only step into the church, they might not be out in the cold. So you might have experienced a time in your life that you felt perhaps like not on the right track, but when you found spirituality and when you found God, and I feel that there is an aspect of you that loves religion. So whatever religion that is, I do see more Christianity and Judaism, but it could be anything. And I think that when you get connected to that in some way, that really helps you structure your life. So the Four of Pentacles talks about building reputation in your city, and it talks about sexual purity. You might be working as a public figure, so you want to work on that, how you seem to others. And you know, it's not about like telling yourself no and like forbidding yourself to do something. No, it's about when you purify your life, when you purify your mind, people are more attracted to you. You know, like when you want to be close to someone, you feel that there's just something really good going on about that person. And I feel that that's part of your learning in life. This sacred name of God talks about finding beauty in other people. So it's sometimes very easy to be mad at people and see others as our enemy, or that's the reason that I didn't do well. But when you focus on finding the goodness in others, it's using your creative imagination and shifting your thinking. I feel that learning how to shift your thinking is the key to your success. Okay, the last tip I want to give you, group number 5, is that probably you're the type of person that does something that you love to do. And I just want you to always focus and remember that love is the most important thing. And love is the answer to everything. Okay, group number 5, I hope you liked this reading. I did make a short video for you, a short clip with I think things that will inspire you, because sometimes I can speak through images better than I can speak verbally. I love you very much. Always return to love, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.